you know, you don't really have control over your spending. If you take this step that I have dropped here right now, sorry, I'm just getting to answer this question. But then don't forget to fumigate your house. For me, I use sniper, but that you guys saw what I was complaining about. If I finally decided to settle for this, not settle, a massive giveaway. Now moving into this current apartment, it saves me a lot of cost. So after a few weeks of moving in, I started noticing some things crawl out from in between here. This is a recent work that was done. We've been on this for the past 2 days. It's taking this long because I don't understand the person that has been working here. The person has been using the wrong cement. The person is actually supposed to use Dunlop cement. I never knew about that till yesterday. So hopefully today, in messing, the person that knows the job well will come here and sort it out. But my room has been a mess for the past 2 days. I've seen like 2 centipede crawler from here. Sometimes I see insects. Most part of the room, you can see holes like this. Some are even larger. So it's one of the things that you have to check out when you're moving into an apartment. You don't want to be seen fumigated with sniper. So, but then I still need to sort it out. So we're going over to the video of today, how I moved out of shelter. Who's talking on my door? Maybe the medicine. Okay. I took my time to do a lot of my hair, you know, condition. That's the living condition. To what's it called again? Moisturize and a couple of all of that. I have good products that I use to actually take good care of my locks. So I don't really do my locks every month, like go for what's it called, relocate and all of that, because I take care of it. Like I made a very short video on how I achieve this kind of beauty. So I'm gonna be uploading it probably next week, but that's not what this video is about, you guys. So welcome back to the channel. Just in case you are just seeing me for the first time, it's your girl Ebube Okoye, and everybody that is looking at me right now and hasn't tapped the subscribe button below, you're wrong. You need to be subscribed, because guess what? Something beautiful is coming your way. I have the feeling that I should leave this to the end of the video, but let me just give you a clue. So a massive giveaway, very first official giveaway is coming your way. So you might as well just watch to the end of this video to know more about it. But for today, a lot of people have been asking, what am I supposed to do before I move out to be able to move? Like a lot of all of that. I have started talking about them in my previous videos, but guess what? It's never going to be able to be all fixed into one video. But here's something else I would like to let you know. 2021, let's rewind a little. 2021, I graduated from uni and I really wanted to come over to Lagos, at least to start life, to get work, try something else, something new, experience a new environment, because all my life I have always stayed in the East. I had to let my parents know that this is what I want to do. But guess what, guys? As expected, it was a tug of war. Like, you know, that feeling of, oh, my only daughter is leaving home for somewhere far away. Do you know the distance from Anambra State to Lagos? Like, it's quite far, right? And not just my only girl, my last born is gonna be leaving for somewhere far. How are you even sure you're going to be able to take care of yourself? I had to do a lot of convincing. We had to do a lot of prayers. We visited pastors, and then it kind of like almost got me pissed off. But I'm like, you know what? I think I have to just follow these people with patience if I really want to get what I want. So, you know, family members like my brothers, my other brothers, they had to keep assuring them. On my own part, I also kept assuring that everything's going to be fine, I'm going to be able to take care of myself. I was eventually allowed to come over to Lagos. One of the ways I was able to convince my parents that they needed to let me go was, first of all, I actually got a job before I even came here, like a job for my internship. So it was one of the reasons why they obviously had to let me go, because they weren't going to be a blockage for my career, right? But even at that, they were like, you know what, just stay back home. We're going to get you an internship placement around home. You know, you don't really have to travel that far. But they saw that it was what I really wanted. And I wasn't coming to Lagos for holiday. I was coming here for my career, to work. 3 years back, 2021, I was 23. So at least I was an adult. No, even though they felt, I shouldn't just like, have I gone that far before? Like I have, but they weren't just so sure. But at the end of the day, they had to let me go because you can't make it in life in your comfort when you're always playing safe. You know, life is risk. You have to take risk. I was like, okay, so when you fall sick, who's going to take care of you? I'm like, I'm going to take care of myself. I'm a pharmacist, even though I'm not a pharmacist. That's where development comes in. That's where growth comes in. I need to learn to be able to take care of myself without having someone, right? So that was how that was achieved. Fast forward to now, 2024, when I am finally in my dream apartment. Now, the inevitable factor that you obviously need to know is finance. Maybe if you are someone that just graduated from uni, you're just starting life and really want to live alone, it's very important you know how to save. For me, it was something that I had always cultivated after I left school. Just for example, if I'm earning 100K, once I'm paid, I take out like 50K because I know that the remaining 50K is going to be enough for me for the whole month. I take out 50K and I always lock it up in an account that I'm not going to be able to access through ATM card. So if you're someone that you don't really have control over your spending, trust me, take this step that I have dropped here right now. So if you're not able to survive on 50K, then you're really living above your means. Apply that discipline. Deprive yourself of things that are not needed. Instead of buying out, eating in restaurants, every day, calculate it how much you're spending eating out. So why don't you just buy food stuff and cook at home? But then if that's just what you cannot really control, then cut other expenses like unnecessary shopping, unnecessary hangouts. You go out, you drink, you party, you spend here and there. When you don't have all your money in that your spending account, trust me, you'll be forced to live within that small savings, or sorry, that small amount that you have in that account where you spend from. It must teach you how to be disciplined. Official Radiant. Sorry, I'm just getting to answer this question. Hopefully you're watching this video and hopefully this helped. Okay, aside from the rent, which is something that is actually the big thing there, you also have to think about tiny things that are going to make your living comfortable. Of course, you're going to have your mattress, you're going to have your mirror, your wardrobe, buckets, pots if you cook. Moving into this my current apartment, I actually didn't spend much on all those extra things because I already had them. For example, my fridge is the fridge that I used when I was in uni. Yes, it was just rebuilt for me over to here. That was even last year, because last year I had tried to live alone again. I moved into an apartment where my brother moved out from, but then few months after moving in, the landlord decided to sell the place, and then the new landlord increased the rent. So, but then luckily I didn't pay rent, just living off my brother's remaining rent, hoping to renew it when it was due. But before it got due, I had to move out again, started staying with a relative again. So it was around that time that I moved into that my brother's ex or former apartment that I asked my people to rebuild my fridge. I started buying a couple of things: buckets, pots, mattress, air conditioner, hangers, wardrobe, mirror. What else? Basic things that I needed that I didn't have then. Now, moving into this current apartment, it saves me a lot of cost. Honestly, I didn't even buy anything extra. The only thing is that it really cost me money to hire a moving service, because I had loads, for the mattress, for fridge. I had to move. It just cost me like 50,000 naira. Another thing that I feel like you need to know is that when you're trying to get a place, for me, it's about somewhere that feels like home. So before I finally decided to settle for this, not settle, before I started to finally choose this apartment, Honestly, they didn't even take me time to decide that this was where I wanted. I love the environment, difference in energy, and you know, when you start as one thing, that's when you actually relate or understand what I'm saying. When you come into an apartment that really feels like home, you can tell. But then don't forget to fumigate your house. For me, I use sniper, but that you guys saw what I was complaining about, things that were living with me in the house. The spacing between each tiles is filled up. There isn't any hole, else you're gonna be living with a lot of things you don't understand. And just know that food is going to be company, but it's not really an issue, just something that fades away with time, right? Right. So I want to say that I am so grateful for each and every one of you that are here with me as subscribers, and I want to show that appreciation by doing a little giveaway for you guys. Maybe I need to include the details in another video, but stay tuned just to celebrate you guys and to say a big thank you, because it's not easy, and all of that. Come on here and support your girl, although I know you guys enjoy what you see here. So yeah, stay tuned. That's probably going to be my next video for the details, and I'll see you in my next one. Like this video, share to your friends. Love ya.